Ultimize. Before we begin the Ultimize Reset, we need to talk honestly about something important. Up to this point, we've talked about things like passive leisure, fragmented attention, Sunday anxiety, adult loneliness, doom scrolling, recreational movement, sleep disruption, emotional exhaustion, social connection, anticipation, and why so many modern adults finish weekends feeling strangely depleted instead of restored. We've also talked about something deeper: the fact that many people now think personal development only means becoming more productive, more efficient, more disciplined, or more financially successful. And yeah, those things matter. But part of becoming a fully developed human being is learning how to create more joy, more movement, more play, more laughter, more connection, more anticipation, and more emotionally restorative experiences in your actual life, especially during weekends. And most people already intellectually understand at least some of these ideas. They already know they should move more, sleep more consistently, spend less time staring at screens, maintain friendships, and structure weekends more intentionally. The problem is usually not lack of information. The problem, frankly, is lack of reinforcement. That's one of the core ideas behind Ultimize. Traditional personal development often assumes that hearing something once should permanently change human behavior. Read that one best selling book, attend one great seminar, watch one course, feel inspired one weekend. Then somehow, magically, your habits are supposed to transform forever afterward. But the modern world already understands something much more powerful. Repeated exposure changes behavior. Advertising understands this. We've talked about it. Technology companies understand this. Notifications understand this. Seatbelt reminders understand this. Netflix autoplay understands this. Amazon recommendations understand this. Repeated reinforcement changes automatic behavior over time. That's one reason modern companies surround people with constant reminders, cues, alerts, logos, recommendations, and repeated messaging. Behavior changes through repetition, not, I repeat, not merely through information. That's why the Ultimize Reset exists. This is not a recap. This is not filler. This is not repeated content because I assume you weren't paying attention the first time. No, the Ultimize Reset, which you're about to experience, exists because lasting behavioral change usually requires reinforcement over time, again and again and again, especially in a world where technology companies constantly compete for your attention every day. And this matters tremendously when it comes to weekends, because weekends are shaped heavily by repeated patterns, repeated sleep habits, screen habits, social habits, repeated movement habits, repeated environmental cues. Those patterns eventually become lifestyle, your lifestyle. And lifestyle eventually becomes quality of life. I'll give you an example from my own life. For years, exercise mostly felt like an obligation. But when I started playing competitive sports again, it changed things. The emotional structure changed completely. Now there was anticipation, community, movement, social interaction, competition, and genuine enjoyment when I won, a little sorrow when I lost, but still it was thrilling, all attached to this habit. I stopped thinking about I should exercise. I started thinking I'm looking forward to Saturday morning. That's behavioral architecture. The treadmill often requires discipline. Play creates desire, and desire is one of the strongest behavioral forces human beings have. So when the Ultimize Reset begins and you hear certain ideas reinforced again, resist the impulse to think, well, I already know that. That reaction is exactly why so many intelligent people struggle, really struggle, to create lasting behavioral change. They confuse recognition with installation. Recognition is, I've heard this before. Installation is, my behavior now changes automatically. Those are very different things. The purpose of the Ultimize Reset is to help healthier, more restorative, more joyful weekend behaviors start becoming more automatic for you over time. not through hype, not through guilt, not through charisma, but through reinforcement. That is the Ultimize philosophy. And now we begin the Ultimize Reset.